Rachael, would you believe a surgery-free nose job in 15 minutes?
We just couldn't help but want to see it live and in person.
If she survives that, she gets to stay for dinner.
So when it comes to aging and managing the aging process, I'm all about the lotions and the potions, primarily because I'm afraid of the knives and the needles. And I think that we've all thought, you know, when we look in the mirror, hey, would I ever consider cosmetic surgery? Well, me, I can tell you, when Grey's Anatomy opens up fake people, I have to flip the channel and flip out. You know what I mean? I get so squeamish that I'm like, nah, somebody'd have to, like, put me out just to make the decision to have it. So that's why our next guest is so interesting to me. I made up this moniker for this doctor. I call him a pioneer of cosmetic procedures, the father of the 15-minute, you heard me say it, the 15-minute, no cutting, nose job. Please welcome Dr. Cameron Rokhsar. So, first of all, how do you do this? How do you give somebody a nose job without cracking their face? I don't get it.
Well, you know, until now, if you wanted to change someone's nose, you had to cut. So this is a new concept in the sense that we're doing nasal contouring. Actually, with the simple injections of a filler substance named Radiesse, what we do is we sculpt the nose to basically get rid of bumps or irregularities to give you a more symmetric look.
So you just inject stuff, you don't break stuff or cut stuff?
Exactly. It's really done under local numbing cream. It takes, less than 15 minutes to do.
Local numbing cream, that's it.
That's it. And you got a mirror in your hand and you watch the procedure if you want to, or you
See, I couldn't even watch that though. I bugged out by the needles. What is the stuff you're putting in there, though? How safe is that?
The stuff is very safe. It's called Radiesse. It's a filler substance that's made up of calcium hydroxyapatite. Now, we all have calcium in our body, in our bone, our teeth. So this stuff is genetically engineered.
So you're not putting, like, packing peanuts in there? Nothing weird like that?
No. It's got multiple FDA approvals for various things.
Multiple approvals
Correct.
is good. I like to know they've done a little bit of research on it. That's good. All right, so I love looking at before and afters. So let's see a couple. You brought a couple of show and tell pieces here, right?
Yep, let's take a look. So here we have, this young lady came to us, and what she complained of that she had kind of like a hook nose. Her nose has this downward looking appearance, and she wanted to try to change it without surgery.
Right.
So what we did here was, if you look here and here, what we did here was we actually filled this area a little bit, and we actually injected her tip. And what that did, it actually brought the tip up.
Straightened it out.
We made it straight. So, we actually were able to make a dramatic change without surgery.
Wow, you really noticed it right at the front. Is this procedure permanent? How long does it last?
This procedure is not permanent. It lasts about a year on average, give and take. And so...
so what if you move and I go back a year later? How do I know the other guy is going to, like, be able to zap me the same way you did?
I'll come find you.
Yeah. I can't have a new nose every year.
No, really. I mean, it's, the idea is that it's not really that complicated once you know where the injection has been placed. You can actually have it elsewhere.
Oh, look at that one. That's a shocker, huh? Look at that one. Explain this one.
Okay. So this is great.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, that is a noticeable difference.
Noticeable difference.
Yeah.
And 10 years ago, that wouldn't be conceived, without surgery. So what we did here was, you're looking at a bump on the nose, and we're actually really, what we're doing is, it's an illusionment we're creating. What we're doing is, we're filling this area right there, and by filling that area, you're making this nose straight, so it actually gives an appearance that nose is much smaller, because it's more symmetric.
Now, how much does it cost?
The cost ranges, so it's anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 for the procedure.
Oh my God, that's nothing compared to what it costs to actually get beaten up and cut up.
That's right. It's a fraction of the cost of a surgical rhinoplasty. Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, you said you have to redo it after a year. I mean, does it just go away overnight one night, or is it a gradual?
Not exactly. It's a natural process. You see, calcium is a metabolism in our body, so it slowly kind of dissipates in the nose.
Well, you can probably see where we're going with this. We just couldn't help but want to see it live and in person.
One of our viewers is going to be very brave and get an actual 15-minute nose job. So check this out. Meet our brave viewer.
When I do look in the mirror, I just see a nose that doesn't fit right in its face. I'm not happy with my profile. There's a bit of a bump on the side of my nose that has always bothered me. On my wedding day, anytime the photographer wanted to take a shot of my husband and I kissing, I always made sure that his nose was placed in front of mine. This is something that if I'm unhappy with it, I really don't have to live with it. Surgical nose job is not really feasible for me because I do have 3 small children.
Don't wait, come here, Nicholas. Your brother wants to come up.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm responsible for their care all day, every day. I can't afford to take 2 weeks out.
Well, you want to go again? Wait for your brother.
The non-surgical nose job is an option because I can still yield the same result or hopefully a similar result without all that downtime. Right now I'm not feeling too nervous, but the day of the procedure I'm sure that I will be pretty nervous. I'll probably have some butterflies.
So please welcome her. She's in our front row here, the very brave Nicole. First of all, I have to say, Ms. DiMaggio, I think you're quite a little hottie as is. I think you look terrific. Like really, really super pretty. Like you'd enter a room and people would notice you. Has it always just bugged you, though?
It always has. It's just always been something that has always been in the back of my mind. I'm always sort of aware of my profile. And it never really went away. I thought
I love that you use your husband as a blocker.
always. It's just something that's always in the back of my mind. I'm always aware of it.
And you just have never considered this because of the downtime away from the kids?
It's never been feasible, and quite honestly, I never really wanted to have major cosmetic surgery. It's a very big procedure, and like I said on the tape, I really can't afford to take 2 weeks out of my life. So it's a perfect option for me.
So, I mean, what's the recovery period for this sort of procedure?
Not much, really. I mean, you know, if you've seen patients who've had nose jobs, they've got bandages on their nose for a couple of weeks, they take the bandage off, they're black and blue for a couple of weeks. This procedure, you really do it and you go about your life. You know, you can have a little bit of swelling, maybe for a day or two. You can have a little bit of bruising, possibly in about 25% of patients. But really, it's meant to be a no downtime procedure that you do it and you go about your, you know, busy professional, personal life.
And does it hurt? I mean, I'm sure she's got to know this before we, well, put her in a chair and strap her in.
It's really just, you know, a few little pinpricks. You know, she has numbing cream on for half an hour. And,
oh, that's right. You got the numbing cream. That's good, right?
I'm numb right now.
Oh, she's already pre-numbed. So we better get to you before that wears off, huh? Okay, so up next, we've got the 15-minute nose job. You said you weren't nervous. You still stick to that?
No, I'm shaking.
You'll see the whole procedure, including the final result. Well, let's see that 15-minute nose job, Heads up, don't forget to take the bay leaf out of your supper stuffing or stuffing supper before you serve it up. Now, how easy is this, guys? I mean, you don't have to wait for Thanksgiving to hit all of those flavor notes. We got a little poultry seasoning in here. We have buttered whole wheat toast chopped up. That's the wink and the nudge to the stuffing itself. My favorite stuffing is apple and onion. So I have apple, celery, and onion all chopped up in big chunks. And I've got nice, lean, all white meat turkey. So this is even pretty figure friendly, which Thanksgiving dinner usually is not. Now, over here, our gravy's all thickened up. We started with a little bit of flour and butter as our thickening agent. Let that brown up a touch to give your gravy a little bit of color. A little salt and pepper action. Then we hit it with some beautiful fresh pressed apple cider. And we hit it with some chicken stock. And that's it. Put the gravy down over the top, and there's a whole bowl full of stuffing for your supper. I reinvented the blue plate special. Order up. Bing, 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 bing. Instead of a old hot turkey sandwich, you got this beautiful fresh stuffing, little chives or scallion or parsley on top. And this big bowl of comfort food is for my friend Nicole, because she needs a little comfort food. I'm going to put this down. And I'm going to bring out Dr. Rokhsar, as we call him. And Nicole, let's see that 15-minute nose job, kid. Everybody of how cute she was when she got here. Let's take a look at the before and the after. I need you to turn your head to the right hip. Look towards me so everybody can see before and after. That's before. Wow, that really is something. Oh, yeah. Really is something. Amazing. me give you a bowl of that stuffing too, because that's a pretty good job. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Did you get a look at it? Did you like it?
I did. I looked at it right up there. It's unbelievable. I can't
really
believe
is.
it.
Boom.
It's so quick.
Unbelievable. Gone.
And I feel great. I really do.
Yeah, and you put a little tiny bit of powder on that tonight, and a little fluid now. Fantastic. It really is cool, isn't it? So you did a good job. You did a good job. We'll put up all of Dr. Rokhsar here, all of his info on the website, of course, as well as today's recipe. You might want to look at those things separately. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you when we see you, Nicole.